The fuse has been lit, it's Wednesday night, Denise and Reg. Post Dynamite, come and get your Easter eggs, it's a dub. Middle of the week, it's AEW. Dynamic wrestling and end your night with us, it's a must. It's Dynamite, it might combust. Speak now, we're gonna give you all the recap. Live on YouTube is where you see that. The Cali connection with the feedback.
The California Connection is here to celebrate AEW Dynamite 250. It is Wednesday, July 17th. Reg, what is up?
Denise, it's Wednesday. The California Connection's in the building. Very excited about it. And I didn't know we were going to watch an Iron Man match tonight, Denise. I just didn't know that that's what was going to be happening.
Dude, I had a freaking awesome time, Reg. Don't tell me you didn't have an awesome time.
I had a great
time. We're about to throw it down, Reg.
I had a great time, Denise. I just didn't expect to be watching an hour match. And I know that Denise Salcedo herself had a great time because 0 text messages. She was engaged the whole time. That means they did it.
Exactly. You know, anytime I'm bored with anything, I automatically go to my phone. I'm going to text Reg, but no text, nothing today. I was completely entertained. We only have like 4 big things that happened on the show, primarily, which is crazy because usually we get into like 8 or 12 AEW topics. But like you guys just heard, we did have an hour-long match on the show, which I cannot wait to dive into. We have we got 4 big things to get into. It's going to be an interesting show today, Reg. But Reg, what's different about you? Why am I seeing your forehead today? Do you usually wear a beanie?
I usually have a hat or a beanie on. Yeah,
this is weird.
I know. That's the same thing that Mike, just shout out to the homie Mike from Indeed, said the same thing. You usually wear a hat on the show. I don't know. With no hat. I did my hair.
It's weird seeing you without a hat. I'm like, I'm seeing your forehead for the very first time.
My forehead's just on display. What's up, you guys? Hey, nice to meet you.
I feel like I'm seeing your face for the very first time, Reg.
I was thinking about same thing I was going to do to him, not wear my glasses and really throw y'all off. And y'all be like, who's this guy just on my show?
Dude, I think if you approached me at a live event and you said hi to me and you didn't have a beanie on and you didn't have your glasses on, I'd be like, hey, man, nice to meet you.
Hey, man, nice to meet you.
Literally.
Unbelievable. Yeah, it's me. Hey, what's up, you guys? I'm trying out a new look. Everybody's saying I look weird, whatever.
It's just strange. We're seeing your face. It's throwing everybody off.
The California Connection is crazy,
Wait,
you guys.
Stop
oh
it.
My God.
I'm fucking dead.
That's insane.
This may be the greatest comment I've ever seen in my entire life.
Connection is insane.
Bro, I'm deceased right now.
Take me somewhere. Oh my God.
Someone said, who's the guy with the forehead?
Jeez Louise, you guys. It's just a little bit of forehead. The California Connection is insane. I'm dead. I'm out of here. I can't come back from that. The California Connection. Oh my God.
Dude. Oh my God.
I thought we were friends, you guys.
I can't.
You guys killed Denise.
My abs hurt.
I didn't even think about it. It's like, I'm gonna just go on this show. No bandana, no beanie cap, no nothing, and then I'm just dead like that.
Stop
Never gonna see my forehead ever again, you guys.
I need to host this show. Stop it. My fucking abs are hurting right now.
I'm getting destroyed here. I can't believe this. I hate curating content for you guys.
The California Connection just killed me, bro.
That was crazy.
Bro, you got snipped.
Oh my God, I'm dead, Denise. I'm dead.
What's the thing called again? When you snip the dong?
California Connection is
What is it called? Oh my gosh, when you snip the dong.
When you slip the dong, wait, what are you talking about?
When you no longer have the thing.
What? I don't know. What
oh my gosh.
That was crazy.
I'm blanking right now. When you get, little babies, when they get
snipped. Snip the dong.
Circumcision.
Oh, what? How?
We're seeing too much.
What show? We're seeing too much. You know what?
That's what it feels like.
Jesus, the circumcision. That's crazy.
Reg, I'm sorry, but you broke me without the freaking beanie.
That was great. I loved it. That was perfect. The California connection.
Because I'm not even making eye contact with you. I'm literally just staring at your forehead.
It's on my forehead. Damn it.
All right, let's get into the show, everybody. I promise you we got more to talk about than the California connection. I can't even think right now. Oh, man. All right, let's get into this because we got a lot to talk about today. I want to kick things off with the 1 hour long match that we saw between MJF versus Will Ospreay. Now, here's the thing. This was very fucking cool. I'm just going to say it. This was very, very cool. I thought this was a good way to kick off the night. I'm glad that it went the way that it did, and I'll tell you why. Going into this match, Reg, I'm sure you saw all of the online chatter, all of the online buzz where people were kind of, well, I'm not going to say the people like AEW fans. I'm going to say like non-AEW fans were kind of shitting, saying like, oh, how come AEW is giving away Will Ospreay versus MJF for free on Dynamite? And what the hell? And this is so weird. I didn't pay too much attention to the online chatter, but I did see it. So I do know that it was there. And so I feel like because everybody was like so surprised, some people were surprised, but they were like, all right, I'm here for the ride. And then there were some people that were surprised and decided to shit on it, right? Okay, we get the match itself, dude. And I liked that they gave us a full-on pay-per-view match. In fact, I feel like we got more than if it would have been on a pay-per-view because you swear that they're going to do a 1 hour match at All In when you got 13 matches on the card. So I actually feel that having this match on Dynamite go the way that it did, not only are I'm expecting to still get this match at All In, but also we got to really see what this match would look like with so much freaking time. And it was lovely. For the finish though, we ended up seeing it was down to the last 2 freaking seconds. And we saw that freaking can't even talk anymore. I'm so gassed from the beginning of the show. Will Ospreay decide not to hit the Tiger Driver on MJF. MJF decides to punch him in the face, but he punches him using that diamond ring. So one guy doubted himself and doubted what he was going to do, and the other guy just went for it. He gets the win with 2 seconds left in this match. So technically it didn't go to the time limit. It went to 2 seconds right before.
Yeah, 59 seconds, 59 minutes and 58 seconds. It's a really wild. Yeah, MJF had a long thing, Denise. Are we surprised? MJF had a long segment. Oh, first time ever. Can't believe this. MJF is the funniest wrestler of all time. He, as a character, when he does promos, he's like, Osprey, what a dork. Those New Japan guys, big dorks. All these indie guys, dorkarama. Can't believe you guys are out here having these long matches. Can't believe you guys are out here trying to have these 5-star epic matches. And then he gets in the ring with Osprey and wrestles for an hour. You're telling me the guy that doesn't care about in-ring wrestling, and I don't have to do any of that. All I have to do is does a promo, is wrestling for an hour on free TV. Really, really surprising, really shocking. MJF, funny stuff. I like that it happened on Dynamite, Denise, though, because since it was Dynamite 250, I think there's something big needed to happen and something unexpected. Like, we knew what this match was going to happen. We debated it on here. Like, what's the ending going to be? What's the finish? What's going to happen here? Why is this even happening? And somebody on this show, I don't know, was like, hey, what if MJF won? What? Wouldn't that be crazy? I think it was me. And you were like, oh, MJF, he could never win. It's Osprey's time.
I didn't even say all that. Now you're just adding.
What do you mean? I cut that part from the clip I posted online. You did say all that. But yeah, I was like, what if MJF win? Because I started thinking about it, Denise. It's like, okay, why were they doing this match? Why would they do it before All In? It didn't really make sense. Well, they're doing it, so they have to have some kind of angle as to why. What's the selling point of this? Maybe the selling point is MJF winning on Dynamite. And I,
and screwing him too.
Well, of course, it's MJF. He's not going to have like a regular match. And so I was like debating like, well, they can. But then like, oh, maybe they will. And they did, very surprisingly. I think that But to that same point I was making about MJF, the fact that he beat Osprey after a long, epic battle makes it even more, especially what MJF's going to do with it after that. Like, we had one of your matches and I beat you. You just know what he's going to say, Denise.
Reg, what the hell were those quotations over epic? Did you not dig this match?
I liked it.
Reg, this match was awesome.
Let me ask you a question. Would you have 20 minutes off of this match? Would it have hit the same?
I thought that they did a really good job when they started. I thought they started hot, went into the crowd. There were some funny moments on that little girl. Dude, what was up with that? She just went in there and freaking started hitting MJF.
Your little homegirl
great.
Brought up last week, Chola mentality.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. And I thought that they kept it going like the whole way through to the point. Because here's the thing. I started 7 minutes behind. So I had to fast forward through the commercials, which I think made it even faster for me because I didn't watch any of the commercial stuff. So I don't know if I had a different experience because I fast forwarded through the commercials or what. But I really enjoyed this matchup. I thought they had really good chemistry with one another. And here's the thing, and I'm so glad this is a tweet from John Pollock, so I'm going to steal this from John. He had tweeted that this is actually the third longest match in AEW's history, behind MJF versus Bryan Danielson and Bryan Danielson versus Hangman. So technically, Reg, it's not so surprising that we did get this long MJF match because we have seen it before. And I think part of why I like that this match was also so long was because it didn't feel long to me. That's the problem. Like, I know you're like, oh, they should have cut off 20 minutes from it or whatever.
You don't think
it didn't feel like that for me. I felt like they kept it going the whole way through. And then on top of that, it's always this thing of, I think people always forget that MJF can actually wrestle. MJF has had great matches with a lot of people. We just mentioned, his bouts with Bryan Danielson, the stuff he did with CM Punk. There's for Darby Allin. I mean, there's so many different people. I feel like this was a real good, reminder of what AEW can deliver to the fans. And I felt that them doing this match was the most AEW thing to do on an AEW Dynamite 250 celebration.
Totally. Especially kind of what he's been talking about since returning, Denise, of like, even before that, of when Okada and Osprey came in and people were like, well, where's MJF going to fit in when he comes back? What place is he going to have with this new dynasty that we have forming here in AEW? And then he came back and was like, I'm not going to interact with them at all anyways. It doesn't matter. And so for him to have, I think this match with Osprey was a point. So he could be like, you guys talked all that shit. Yeah, I'm a great promo. I could talk everybody under the table. But also if it comes down to it, I can go for an hour with the best of the best. And we've seen him go for an hour with Bryan Danielson. We've seen him do his thing. We know he could do this. So that wasn't surprising. He did some scary things in this match. That big elbow drop, Denise.
Dude, remember, that was sick.
Last time we saw him do that, it didn't end that well. We saw it at Full Gear and it was bad.
Yeah, but this time I thought that they definitely nailed it. Oh my God, the Styles clash. The Styles clash on the ring apron. That was insane too. Will doing the crossroads, and right before he did the crossroads, the camera didn't catch this because the camera zoomed out, but I caught it. He looked at the camera and he winked, and then he did the crossroads. I wish that they would have zoomed in on that part because I think some people might have missed that, but I thought that was really, Will Ospreay has a certain type of comedy, and I think that was kind of like comedy to him.
Yeah, a little wink, wink, nudge, because he's in tune. He always is on top of things. The one main thing I really loved about this match is the critique on Osprey since he's gotten in AEW is he just does too much. He doesn't sell. All of his matches are the same. And I love that towards the end of this match, we were getting into that, Denise. It was an Osprey one-on-one. It was an Osprey big epic match. He's throwing the hidden blade. He's trying to hit the Os cutter, like he's doing all the things. But that's what really got the win, I think, for MJF to be even bigger, because he starts going into Osprey mode and you're like, oh, MJF's dead. And then MJF becomes MJF and wins the championship. I thought it was a pretty smart ending, honestly.
Man, I'm freaking sick and tired of people trying to criticize Will Ospreay. Like, dude is one of the best wrestlers out there. People are like, he's doing too much. I'm sorry. He showed up with his working shoes and decided to put on a good match for everybody. And you know what's funny about that is that the second that a match that Will Ospreay has bombs, everyone's going to be like, oh, he's not that good.
They can't wait.
They can't wait. Yeah, they can't wait to see him, essentially have a bad match, which you and I have come out here and we've talked about this. Will Ospreay does not have bad matches. Even his most, whatever you would consider his most terrible match, is still like miles above so many other people.
Yeah, like even if like he just can't. I can't think of one in like the last 10 years where I'm like, that's a bad match. It's like he's probably made some mistakes. There's some things that haven't been the best, but this guy is legit one of, if not the best wrestler in the world. It was on display here. He was in a lot of defensive mode. You got to play a different type of wrestler when you're in a match with Max, because of the way that he flows and the way that he works the crowd. And I thought that Ospreay really excelled in this. So you think they're going to rematch at All In? That's already the predictable
they have to.
Here?
He screwed him. He screwed him in,
Did you like
using
that? Did you like
ring.
them screwing the ring thing? Because he's still doing the ring thing after 4 years.
I feel like because it is so MJF, I was okay with it. And he's also like a heel now and he doesn't give a damn. And he's getting these reactions from the fans. Did you see that moment where he tried to fist bump a fan and the fan just turned around and flipped him off?
Because he was going to do that. The fan got him first.
He got beat by a little girl today. A little girl saw MJF. I think she probably thought like, oh, once Will Ospreay got there, she probably thought this was like a free for all.
She's like, his door's open. Let me get my punches in.
Think about that. Who else is getting a reaction like that? When have we seen a literal child, go up to someone's like, I got to get my hands on this person?
Denise, legit, it felt like when they talk about the 80s, when we watch 80s like Memphis stuff and like people were tearing the wrestlers apart. It felt like that, like a little girl's attacking somebody. Like that's how mad and pissed off she is about this.
And what's funny is like, I wish I knew how old she was. Like she wasn't little. Like she wasn't a toddler. She was at least like 8, 9, 10 years old. Maybe even like she was, that's how I felt, little me. I was like, oh my God, I love her. She's so cute. Because all I could see was her little brown hair. And I'm like, right. I relate. Representation. This is representation for me.
So good. So good.
So yeah, like, I love that MJF is garnering these reactions from people. I think that is freaking cool. I thought the match was freaking great. And I like that they gave us now, they basically told us, like, you guys worried you weren't going to see this match at All In. It's going to happen at All In. He got screwed. He's going to have to go in there chasing back his international championship. And then, of course, I'm assuming he's got to be winning it. Ain't no way he's losing that All In. Or, Reg, do you got another opinion of yours you want to share? Another prediction?
Nope. I think that's the reason why it's going to happen. You know what I mean? Like, laying out that he's not going to be in the world championship match is setting the table for the fans and the expectations, but giving him a way to still get a big win a championship and still get that biggest pop as he would have got, I think is a great idea. So,
right. Cause he's going to get that pop. It's like, okay, you're in London, you're at Wembley, he's winning a title.
Yeah.
And
the elements are still there.
And what they did was they gave us the hour-long version, which they gave us like the full uncut version, because they're not going to have another long match like this at All In.
They're not going to wrestle for an hour at the show for sure.
All right, well, let's go ahead and get into these comments and see what the people are saying. This is from Chris Lights Vegas, who says, as soon as Chris Jericho came up, I turned it off and said, I'll just listen to the Cali Connection instead of watching the show.
Hold on a minute. Wait, rewind that back. It's Chris Jericho. What do you mean? I like the learning tree.
Dude, I just realized something. I came on here and I said there was really only 4 things to talk about. On my notes, I didn't write anything about the learning tree. Nothing, Reg. I literally wrote MJF Will Ospreay, Mercedes Nyla Rose, Mariah May, Swerve Okada. There is nothing on the learning tree.
Wow. Chris Jericho wouldn't like this.
I don't even remember what happened. He came out, he talked.
He's wrestling Suzuki next week.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Suzuki came out. That was the good part. And I thought, oh, that's good. And then that was it.
I like the learning tree.
Okay, then, Reg, why don't you break down this segment? Take the floor. Be the host.
The Big Redwood was out there. He was like, yo, Chris Jericho's coming. Chris Jericho comes down with the bad apple. Brian Keith, shout out to Brian Keith. Chris Jericho comes out, does his bit. Hi, guys. It's pretty not that good. And then Suzuki comes out, and he's like, next week we're going to fight. And then they're like, next week we're going to fight. And that was pretty much it.
So that explains why I pretty much skipped right past it. Sorry, Minoru Suzuki, though. I did have a great time singing his theme song, and I was very happy to see him, especially because he did come out and say he wanted to face Chris Jericho a couple of weeks ago. So I'm glad they circled back to that.
I like the learning tree.
We got the J. Paul R.O. who says, who's a true fan of AEW Dynamite, Triple H or Shawn Michaels?
Both.
That's an interesting question. Well, I'm pretty sure both of them keep up with at least what's happening.
Triple H probably more, though.
I'm sure they both do. I mean, I think it's just part of it, right? It's just like natural.
No, because I think Shawn Michaels is watching a different show, and Triple H is just so in tune with what's happening in AEW. Like, Shawn Michaels is watching BBL Latinas at this point. Like, what's going on over
Reg,
there,
what are you talking about?
Oh, Denise, what's going on NXT?
What do you mean what's going on NXT?
Let me ask you a question. Is there a not baddie that exists on that show? Like
all the women what?
A non-baddie. Are any of them not baddies?
What do you mean baddies, like the ones that came out with Jade Cargill?
Are they beautiful? Have you seen them? Are there any ugly people on NXT?
Okay, but real talk here. You go out, you walk, you're a part of this life just like all of us here. How often are you seeing ugly women?
Wait, where?
Everywhere in life. There's hardly none. Everybody looks good nowadays. I'm sorry that there's no ugly women. I'm sorry that they're all good looking to look at. That doesn't necessarily mean anything. Rex, don't give me none of this. I've seen your range.
What?
You're like, oh, I love that girl. Oh, that girl, I love her too. Oh, her, she's hot. Oh, that one, she's hot.
Oh, that's going to lead me into the segment of the Elite and Mercedes. And
oh, yeah, let's talk about that. Okada getting thirsty for Mercedes Moné out here looking like righteous Reg.
I mean, listen, when Okada did that, I was like, yo, I've been there. I've done that.
You see what I'm saying, Reg?
Yeah.
I have never once ever heard you go, oh, she's not my type.
Well, because I'm a different.
You're a what, Reg? You're a what? Thirsty man?
We can't judge off what I be on.
But that's what I'm saying, though. You're like, oh, is there any ugly women on NXT? There's no ugly women anywhere.
And listen, this isn't even gender exclusive. There's no ugly dudes either. It pisses me off. Every time I watch the show, I'm like, all these guys are handsome. They all got six-pack. Where are the ugly guys at? Where are the Ox Bakers at? Where are the ugly wrestlers at?
Okay, are we talking faces or are we talking bodies?
Both.
Because I don't like a man with like a six-pack. I'm not into that. And I like my man to have a little meat.
And there's like one, Eddie Kingston. Who else is there?
I don't know. But
JD
no, Eddie
Drake?
Kingston's not my type either, though. But
There's
that's what I'm saying, though. Like,
there's no representation for dad
We've
bod.
talked about this before.
Who has a dad bod, Denise?
I don't know. I think everybody just has like a different thing that they're into. And Reg, you're just into everything. You're just like, she's hot. I love her.
Yeah.
I was going to say, there is not one female wrestler, active female wrestler, Reg, that would hit on you and you would say, nah, bye. Okay, moving on. We got Sheldon Jackson here, who just said 5 DWO memberships. Thank you so much. We're going to get canceled for this conversation. We're going to get canceled. Look at them two perverts talking about who's sexy and who's not.
Listen, I brought in the guys too, okay?
Yeah, that's true. And I was like, oh, whatever. All right.
You said none.
I'm sorry. There's no guy right now on the roster that I would be like, oh my God, I love you. You're so hot.
None?
Not one.
Who did you thirst over as a young person? Like,
who
was like
Chris Jericho and CM Punk, but young versions,
Chris
please.
Jericho?
Oh yeah, I used to love Chris Jericho. Young Chris Jericho with that blonde hair. I used to be all up on that. CM Punk was my crush for like, oh my God, so many years. I finally grew out of it in college.
Well, CM Punk, yeah, that makes sense. But Chris Jericho.
He was a young, good-looking guy. But yeah, I used to thirst over them back in the day. Back in the day. No, not so much.
Yeah, I hope not anymore. Don't be tripping.
What's the dad version of MILFs? Filfs? Fathers, I'd like to.
I think it's DILFs.
It's DILF?
Yeah.
Oh, daddies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not into DILFs. Sorry. All right. We got, the only DILF that I would date is Liam Neeson. He's a pretty good looking older gentleman from Taken. Liam Neeson?
Like 80 years old, Denise.
That's what I said. If there was a DILF that I would date, it would probably be Liam Neeson.
That's like a jilf. He's a grandpa.
He's not a grandpa.
He's like 80.
So you're saying I have a chance? He'll look my direction.
Isn't he a grandpa? I'm like, isn't it Taken 3? It's like he's going after his granddaughter.
He's a good-looking older man.
Is he? Liam Neeson?
I would say so. Yeah, Liam Neeson. All right. Roberto, I've said too much. Roberto Arsenal says Mariah May coming out as timeless, Tony, was great. The way Okada looked at Mercedes is the way I look at Hikaru Shida. MJF versus Osprey was great. Man, we're perverts and we're just raising them over here on our chat. Roberto's like,
of our supporters are the same. Exactly.
Hey, man, let's not guilt Okada or Roberto or me or Reg or anyone.
Thank you.
All right, we got Alexander Fitzgerald here who says, oh my God, Tony Schiavone made me spit out my water during the Mariah May segment. Him saying hell, speak bitch, come on now was hilarious. We got one on the bitch counter, by the way.
Denise, I had at that moment, I went to go wash my hands in the bathroom. So I didn't know who was saying, I could just hear the TV and I heard somebody say, I'm like, who was saying this? Because I thought maybe somebody came out to interrupt Mariah May. And then they're like, Tony, you can't say that. And I'm like, why did Tony Schiavone say? Why did he say that, Denise?
Look, part of me was thinking, oh my God, that's really aggressive. Him just flat out calling her the B word. What are you doing? That's so mean. But then I thought about it this way. We literally saw Mariah May practically behead Toni Storm with that beatdown. So does the beatdown justify him calling her the B word? It's just so mean.
No.
That's what I was thinking too. I was torn and I thought, okay, maybe because of the aggressiveness of the beatdown, it's justified. But then I thought, it was so aggressive when you called her the B word.
Because it didn't feel like
know how to feel.
What attachment does he have to Toni Storm where he could say that?
I think it's just common caring for a human. I don't know.
I care about Toni Storm, but I wouldn't say that. You know what I mean?
Well, but you got to understand though, we're talking in kayfabe though. In storyline, you got to be so angry that someone did something so vicious that you're like, what a bitch, right?
That's right. Yeah, totally.
So maybe it just came across really messed up.
It sounded crazy. I had to go and look at the TV to be like, who said that?
Or maybe it's the fact that he said it.
It was funny. Was it funny?
It was funny. It was funny, but it was the one where you're not so sure if you're allowed to laugh.
I'm like, what is this? Is this funny?
I don't know. I think it was funny because it was unexpected. I don't know the rules. What are the rules? What are the rules? I mean, we're talking kayfabe here. Are the rules out the window if it's in kayfabe?
There's a line. I don't know it.
Someone please draw that line for us. I don't know, man. But let's talk about what happened with Mariah May. So she comes out here, and when the music hit, I'm like, okay, Toni Storm's coming out. But then when she took a little bit too long, I'm like, oh, it's going to be Mariah May. But then she turned around, and I'm like, oh, no, it's Toni Storm. And then I was like, no, wait, it's Mariah May. Dude, they look alike. What can I say?
They look alike, yeah.
But she goes out there, and she addresses sort of what she did to Toni Storm. She basically still loves her, but in this weird psychotic way. And she loves her now more. She thought that the way she looked last week while she was getting beat down sort of made her be more in love with her, I guess. She's talking about how she never looked more better than when she was on her knees screaming her name. And she declares that instead of all elite wrestling, it's all about Mariah. And then she throws herself on the floor like Toni Storm. And I got to tell you, this is creepy, Reg. This is very creepy. Because here's the thing. There are people in this world like Toni Storm. Crazy people that get obsessed with other people and start to mimic them and take over their lives. This is real stories.
You called her Toni Storm.
Oh my gosh, I did.
See, look, it right there. I'm saying.
Whoops.
Mariah's got Denise jacked up already too. Yeah, I think that's what the creepiest thing about it is. We've seen a lot of this situation on TV and heard news stories, and it's it's a little it's real, and it's damn, this could actually be a thing. People get stalked all the time, and it's oh, it's creepy, but she's playing a really, really great character, and I thought this promo was phenomenal. And yeah, for a moment when she turned around, I'm like, oh, it's Tony. Oh no, it's Mariah. Oh no, it's Tony. Oh no, it's Mariah. I was very confused. The worst part about this, what chance?
I know. What the hell? This is one of the best stories. Why are we what chatting? I'm already confused on who the hell I'm talking about. Mariah May.
Yeah.
She doesn't get what chance. Like, this is a cool story. And I thought she was doing such a good job of her delivery because she was creeping me out. Her obsession and how she came out in Tony's clothes again.
Mm-hmm.
That gave me the creeps, man.
Yeah, that's what's even better. What's better about it, because she's been coming out in her last gimmick for so long, and for her to switch it out and like, how did you get her clothes? We have so many questions and answers. What's going on here? Really great stuff leading into All In and adding an extra element to her character. Because last week it was like, damn, she's wild. She beat her ass. But this time it's like, damn, she's scary. Maybe Tony's in over her head, you know?
Yeah, I think so too. We got Sheldon Jackson here who says Okada about to risk it all for Mercedes Moné. I'm actually looking forward to that storyline if TK has the testicular fortitude to actually do it. He's got to, right?
I would hope so.
And what's funny though is, doesn't Okada have like a super famous pop star girlfriend?
He does.
Is she like more famous than he is?
She is.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know her name or anything, but I've heard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've heard she's like really famous. And I'm like, ooh, imagine dating like a hot pop star. And he's out here thirsting for Mercedes. I think I kind of want to see them continue this, Reg. Do you?
Me too. Yeah, no, because like I was wondering where they were going to continue with this bitch thing, Denise. Like, is that gonna be Okada's gimmick? How are they going to progress this character? And if they're going to have him thirst over Mercedes, that sounds funny, really funny.
Yeah, it really does. Crazy 101 says Timeless Mariah May, Nick Mom's Brazzers, W Will MJF. Brazzers. I don't know what Brazzers is, sorry. Nick's mom Brazzers. All right. Reg is not even going to tell me. Okay, thanks. Just leave me out. This is what I hate, Reg. Every time I get left out, I have to go then ask, and it's just embarrassing. Joseph says, crazy that we just got an hour of Osprey MJF free on TV. I'm telling you guys, remember when we were getting like all these crazy ass matches on Dynamite because we weren't having as many pay-per-views before. We only had those 4 big pay-per-views for AEW, so we were getting bigger matches during in between those pay-per-views.
Yeah, this is they've been talking for a few weeks, maybe a few months on like Dynamite and the direction and kind of what it should represent. And I love the last couple of weeks of them having really big matches. And because like you said, Denise, coming into this show, they were like, we're getting Osprey. We're getting Okada and Swerve and Osprey and MJF on free TV. Why are they giving away these matches? Why are they doing this? They should be doing this all the time. Like, we should be wanting to tune in. Dynamite should be must see. And it's not must see if these people are having regular matches. Like, Okada shouldn't be wrestling the regular guy from or the local guy from the place that they're in and stuff like that.
You can do that on Collision. That's what they do on Collision.
Exactly. Leave that to Collision. On Dynamite, we need the biggest superstars against each other because that's the only way to compete. That's the only way to get better ratings. That's the only way to gain more fans, you know?
I agree with that. Crazy 101 says Raw had 49 minutes of in-ring action. Will versus MJF was 59. Travis Lindsay says ref bump aside, MJF winning was the right call. Now Will can call that title back at Wembley. I can win that title back at Wembley and miss feuds with title trades. Yeah, we've been getting used to those little lengthy title reigns from now. And I do appreciate them, but I do get the feeling sometimes that some people, well, sometimes you can, have fun with it and play it up a little bit. And I think that's what they're doing here. John Taylor says, who's thirsty? Okada for Mercedes or Reg for Mama Wayne? Who's thirstier, Reg?
Well, you said Okada has a wife and stuff, so I'm guessing.
Is he married?
Yeah, they're married.
They're married? Okay. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, you're probally thirstier, Reg.
Yeah, I'd probably say me.
You're out there. Yeah, so. You're out there with the dry gas. I'm heaving. I need water.
Leave me alone, Denise.
Christopher Santos says, Sally finisher. I'm begging y'all. LOL. Heather Gates.
He's talking about Will Ospreay.
Yeah, I saw that. Like
you don't care?
I didn't mind it for what it was. I'm okay with it. Hey there, Goetz here, sends in a super chat. Didn't write a message, but thank you so much for sending this in. We got Kazaa86 who says, Reg, that verse in the Who We Are album, lit. Did that come out already, Reg?
It's coming out at 9 p.m. Our time tonight, Denise. So in an hour or so. It's dropping tonight.
Which one's your song so that I can look? What's the name of it?
I'm on the Prince Nana song.
You're on the Prince Nana song?
Yep.
Okay, and it comes out at 9? All right,
comes out at 9 p.m. Everybody go. It's going to be on all your streaming services. It's going to be on Apple, Spotify, Amazon, all that stuff. Go check it out. There's a lot of really dope music. There's Prince Nana, Swerve's on there. There's an Athena song, Willow song. Like, it's really dope. A lot of really great creative artists on there. Please check that out, you guys.
Hey, Reg, when are we going to collaborate on a song?
You got a verse?
No.
You didn't even know what that was. You were like, what does that mean?
No, I was thinking, I was like, can I just have you write it for me? Write me the verse?
Yeah, I could do that.
But you're going to have to auto-tune me, though.
Oh, totally. Of course. There's no, it's the only way.
I want to come out sounding like Britney Spears. That's the goal. Spend Big says, I thought for a second that little girl that chopped MJF was Denise. And Reg got hot like Okada for that CEO dance. Hit it, Reg. Have you met Mercedes in person, Reg?
No.
That's
not. She's like top 5 of people I want to interview though. AEW brass. Have you interviewed her?
No, not yet. Oh wait, yes, I have actually. I have several years ago. WWE FYC event in 2008, I think.
No, she didn't work there in 2008.
No, then I don't know what year it was, but I have interviewed her.
Like 2008.
What year was that? 2007? I don't
know. Why do you keep going lower?
I don't know. Let me see. WWE FYC. I'll look for it right now. Okay. I can't multitask. Okay. I can't multitask.
There in 2008.
Hold on. I interviewed her. Damn, 18? I'm not lying. I swear to God, I'm not lying. Look, 6 years ago. Do the math. There it is.
2008.
Yeah. So I don't know what year was 6 years ago.
Yeah, you meant 18, probably 2018.
Oh yeah, probably. Okay. But I did interview her. It's right there. Just type in WWE FYC Sasha Banks.
Speaking of interviews, you were all over the news cycle. Everybody was talking about your Stephanie interview because you were somehow connected to her little thing. Congrats, Denise. Did you get more views off that?
I did. I posted a clip that got like 30,000 views.
Ooh-wee. Let's go.
Infamous Raider Loco says, Kelly Connection in the house. ML, much love and respect to you both. Thank you so much. Appreciate that.
Raider Loco, always coming to show support.
Anthony Cruz says, Orale, it's the chula with the hot Cheeto fingers. Oh, man.
You guys knew how true that was. She probably really has them right now.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Fingers clean. All right. I Cantaloupe, my Cantaloupe says, as a joke in honor of Tony Schiavone, would you change your show name to Speak Bitch Pro Wrestling?
Would you, Denise?
That's just terrible.
For tonight.
Terrible. Fine then. For tonight only, this is Speak Bitch Pro Wrestling.
Speak Bitch.
Grapple Geekery says, what is regular Reg doing in the Speak Now zone?
Regular Reg. That's why one of my albums is called Regular.
Mike T90K says California Connection is absolutely bonkers.
I haven't recovered, honestly.
It's too much. You're gonna go when you're done. You're gonna go look in the mirror.
I'm gonna be like, yeah, I'm really going to examine my life.
You're gonna do. Someone should do a little meme of you as a cone head. You know, little cone heads.
Leave me alone. I thought we were moving past this.
Yes, boy says, Denise, do you plan on buying your own Trill Cat? No, I think that I travel way too much. I think at the end of the day, I tried to
tell you, but you're like, it'll be fine. It won't be fine, Denise.
I know. I thought about it. And now that the cat's been gone for a while, I've gone back to my old, sad, little lonely ways. John Taylor says, Reg, I'm really going to miss you as this is clearly your last show. I look forward to your future endeavors. Reg, your forehead is famous now.
I look forehead to your future endeavors, you guys. Leave me alone.
Oh, man, you better hope you never start losing your hair, Reg, and go bald.
I think I'm already doing it.
Infamous Raider Loco says, damn, Denise, compare your forehead to circumcision is effing
Denise,
wild.
I don't know how you...
Damn, much respect, Reg. Show was dope this week and wrestling has been good. I agree. I definitely agree. Well, I'm sorry. You were just showing a lot of skin there. What can I say?
This is the last time, you guys. I'm wearing hats for the rest of my life.
I cantaloupe with my cantaloupe, says Reg, looking like a part-time lover. Get it? No, I don't get it. Tell me. All right, explain the joke. Explain the joke. I don't want to be left out.
Give me a hat.
No, Reg, don't do it. Ah, come on.
Hold on. Down farther.
Damn, we bullied you into putting a hat on.
You guys are not going to bully me for a whole show, okay?
It's okay. We all know what's under there now. It's too late now, man. It's too late now. We got Neon Paradox music that says Red just looking bigger, longer, and uncut.
Oh, you guys. Stop.
You see what I mean? Baby says I can watch your show I can't watch your show right now because I'm at the show. I'll watch later, but Tony Khan said the crowd was so fun that he's definitely coming back. I would hope so. Imagine coming out and being like, you guys suck. We're never coming back.
This was the worst crowd I've ever been in front of.
I would hope he would say that. Baby, thank you so much for the super chat. Matt Logan says, Reg, don't let them get to you. Peace.
I'm dead.
You're done. You got bullied. Mr. Acosta says it felt long. Could have cut 20 to 25 minutes from it. Well-rounded Leo says, I think Osprey is good, but I don't like his matches. I think he does too much posing before every move and he smiles too much for me. What? Well-rounded Leo, what? All right, so do we want to go back to the days where you're just seeing wrestlers go punch, body slam, bear hug, punch again?
The funniest thing, Denise, is like that's like the first thing they teach you in wrestling school. Oh, play to the crowd. Like that's all. They're like the whole thing. If you're not playing to the crowd, your coach or trainer is mad at you. Like that's all that they want, especially in American wrestling. It's like an institution. Is like you talk to the crowd before you do something. You pose to the crowd before you do something. That's just kind of the game.
This is sports, like this is sports entertainment. I know you guys want it's still pro wrestling, whatever. The point is they're on TV. They're trying to tell you a show here. They're going to have larger than life type characters, and everyone's going to be a little different. Will Ospreay smiling and stuff. That's just who he is. He's just like the cool dude next door that you would hang out with.
The cool dude next. Okay.
I mean, I don't hang out with any cool dudes next door, but you know what I'm saying?
Don't at all.
Okay. Be honest, Reg. Can you see yourself hanging out with Will Ospreay and not coming out of it going, damn, he's uptight?
Oh, yeah. No, I think Ospreay would be cool. Like, I would hang out with him, but
right. That's what his character is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not even a character. He's just Will Ospreay.
Exactly. So when he like poses and does that, and I also think like just how he came up in the wrestling that he grew up watching, like when he was coming over to AEW and he was thinking like, how can I be an American wrestler? What are the ways that I can enhance myself? This is part of it. Like this is when he was training and becoming the best gaijin out in New Japan. This is the type of stuff he was honing his work on. And now it's all paying off. So I don't really understand that, but I get it.
I cantaloupe with my cantaloupe says Denise loves man bod boobies. Ain't
man
mad
boobies.
At you. I don't like man
that.
boobies.
You did just say that. I think.
I did not say that.
Something like it.
Mike T90K says Denise FMK, Liam Neeson, Phil Brooks, Zac Efron in High School Musical. And by the way, I don't think it's fuck, marry, kill. I think it's fuck, marry, kiss. Is it not?
No.
Like I gotta kill somebody?
Yeah.
Oh man. I'd marry Liam Neeson because if I was taken, he'd find me. He's in the movie Taken. Have you seen the movie Taken?
I get it, but that being your first choice is crazy. You went so quickly too.
Yeah, and then F, I would go with Zac Efron. He's a good-looking guy. And then I guess I have to kill Phil Brooks, unfortunately. Wow,
why are you killing Punk? You don't want to get married to Punk?
No, because Liam Neeson would find me if I was taken.
But he's like 80.
Well, when he dies, I get his money. He's rich.
Wow, gold digging too. That's crazy.
Bro, he would find me if I was taken.
He's 80, Denise.
And he'd still do it. He's incredible. He's smart. Have you not seen the movies, Reg?
I was like, they're like 20 years ago now.
Doesn't matter. Sven Big says, watch Single White Female. I haven't seen that at all, actually. Chris Ludeck says, I was really into this Dynamite. The timing of the MJF Osprey match was great. One too many Oscutters? That's what's calling him. Yeah. In the match, though, love the Mariah May promo. The delivery was excellent. I completely agree with that, too. Brandon here says, y'all are funny. This is awesome. Thank you so much for watching. Matt Logan says, do you think Tony Khan asked Martha Hart about Darby coming down the ceiling? Considering he asked her last time, I wouldn't be surprised if he did again. Or maybe she just gave him the full-on clearance. Do what you want, Tony.
Yeah, I think after that first one, we're all right. I don't know if he was like, hey, Martha, we're doing this bit. I don't think so.
Oh, no. Chris Ledeck says, would 15-year-old Denise want to have a picnic under the Jericho learning tree? If he looked the way he did when I was 15, sure.
Which version of Jericho? The WWE version or WCW version?
I loved both of them.
Interesting.
What's that supposed to mean, Reg?
Nothing at all.
I don't judge you when you're out here simping for Mama Wayne. Yeah, I said it. I didn't judge you.
All
You're
right.
judging 15-year-old Denise.
She was being weird.
Alexander Fitzgerald says, do you think MJF versus Osprey is the best Dynamite match? That might be my number 2 match. Nothing comes close to Omega versus Danielson. I think for me, I really loved the freaking Best of 7 series that we saw with the Death Triangle and the Elite. That's up there for me.
Yeah, no, Brian and Kenny Omega's number 1 far and away, definitely.
This
match was awesome.
We got I Cantaloupe with my Cantaloupe who says, what's Reg's favorite number? And Goff phrase 4. I'm not a Goff fan, but I get the 4.
Why I oughta.
Well-rounded Leo says playing to the crowd is okay, but posing so long before moves where the opponent has weight and see him pose is crazy. Dude, so many wrestlers do that.
Yeah.
What are you guys talking about? A bunch of wrestlers do that.
Yeah,
He ain't the only one.
It's kind of the game of like even waiting for a dive, you kind of just like, oh, what am I doing out here? Oh, there he is. Yeah,
Yeah. If you're gonna call out Will Ospreay for doing it, you gotta call out everybody else who does it.
Yeah.
I've seen it a million times.
Mm-hmm.
John Taylor says Liam Deneeson.
Liam Deneeson. What is wrong with y'all?
He's a good-looking man, bro.
Liam Deneeson.
Steve Sebastian says the joke is going over his forehead.
Come on, you guys.
Anthony Giuliano says, you're looking beautiful, Denise. Keep up the good work. You want to know why? Because I'm covering my forehead like an adult, Reg.
My God.
Like an adult. You cover your forehead.
I know that now. I see why all the women have bangs.
Alrighty, we're gonna continue with this on. We got 2 more things to get into. The next thing I want to touch on is Mercedes versus Nyla Rose for the TBS Championship. This was fun because I love that Mercedes attempted to use Britt's lockjaw, but didn't know how to properly execute it. So Nyla ends up biting on Mercedes's fingers, and then finally she locks in her former bank statement, which now she's calling the statement maker. It's so weird to me. It's still the bank statement to me. But anyway, she hits that. She taps out. And afterwards, we see Britt come out and attack her, even though she's dressed like a Sting fan. But we all know that it's Britt Baker.
Yeah, I like this match a lot because there was matches coming into Mercedes working in AEW that I was really excited about. Nyla was at the top of that list because of her personality. I wish they got more time to cook this match. Like it was like they announced that it was going to be open challenge, then they had the match. Like I wanted them to do like promos against each other and like the whole 9. But this match was really fun. Mercedes kind of getting into Nyla's antics, I thought were fun. Nyla like trying to bring her into her world, but also trying to kill her, crush her, beat her up and all that, and win her championship. Great stuff. Mercedes being like a veteran that's like, she's doing this like, I'm a heel, but also I'm a baby face, but also I kind of hate the crowd, but also I really hate Britt Baker, so I'm going to do stuff to irritate her and you guys. I like the spot that she's in. I'm waiting for her to go full-fledged heel because that's the Mercedes that I really like, but I like all of this. The moment with Britt, I thought was super fun stuff too. What is this leading to, Denise? Are we going to keep doing this every single week to All In? Like this, there's a while still till then.
Yeah, I know. I was just looking at the date right now. I was looking to see, they can have some fun with it. I mean, they can be mean to each other. What's wrong with that? Let's keep seeing it every week. Okay. Drama. And to the point where they finally can't wait to beat each other up at All In.
What do you think about Mercedes running again?
Didn't I call her out for that last week?
You did.
I did. And you defended that nest last week. We had a whole discussion about it.
Again, though, it's kind of
crazy. Changing your mind?
2 times in a row, Denise, is nuts.
I know. It was nuts the first time. What are you talking about?
I don't know. I don't like it.
I didn't like it last week.
Punch her, Mercedes.
That's what I'm saying. I said that last week. I feel justified. in this now.
I got you. We can run it back. I apologize for last week.
Thank you very much, Reg. All right, we got Ed Cantaloupe with Mike Cantaloupe who says WWE should stop crowd shots with wrestlers that suck. What do we mean by crowd shots with wrestlers that suck?
I don't get it.
Hold on, you might have to explain that one. You can explain it just regularly in the comments there. We got Jay Hudson here who says, settle this bet for me. Does it make sense if Roman returns at SummerSlam to move Cody Rhodes to Raw so Roman does not overshadow Cody? Thank you. Now, I could see them on the same brand. I'm cool with them being on the same brand.
Yeah, no, I feel like they're gonna kind of continue their feud for a while, so.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jay, for that. Alrighty, and the last thing that we need to get into is Swerve versus Okada, the main event of the night that ended with a lot of fireworks there. So basically, we didn't actually get like a finish for this because the Bucks came out and attacked Swerve, so it ends in a DQ. We see the Acclaim run out, Jack Perry, Mark Briscoe, Hangman, Okada, Darby. I mean, everybody is out there, and this all ends with a melee. And we end up seeing Darby come up from the rafters too. It was a really cool shot, by the way. A really, really cool shot. But yeah, this ends in a melee. Of course, next week's Blood and Guts, right?
Yep, it's next week.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, this gave me nostalgic vibes of Nitro ending, Denise, honestly. Like, there was all this chaos and Tony Schiavone's in the background yelling about we'll see you next week. I was like, man, this is crazy. Like, are we back in those days again? I thought this ending was a really fun way to end the show, especially after what we got with the long first match with Max and Osprey and that kind of pace that was set. This match was really dope of Osprey and Swerve. I mean, Okada and Swerve doing we're both awesome. I'm Okada, one of the best Japanese wrestlers of all time. It's going to take a lot more than what you're bringing in this match right now to take me out. And Swerve being like, I'm the world champion. I'm the coolest guy in this place. Like, they're going tit for tat, kind of trying to out cool each other, which I thought was really dope. I want to see a longer match between these two because I think they didn't really get to kick into high gear considering what the finish was going to be. But yeah, when they got to the ending of Young Bucks come out, Mark Briscoe, Jack Perry, like the whole gang, and Darby coming down like Jesus from the top of the thing with his arms out, and always scary stuff because that was really high. But when he got to the ground, I thought that was a really great way to kind of bring Darby back from where he's been. Because remember last time we saw this person, Denise, the Young Bucks were kicking his head really hard while he was tied up, almost like this again.
Upside down, bro. Upside down. And also, I Cantaloupe with my Cantaloupe explains his super chat, and he meant that a wide shot of a dead crowd not reacting to certain wrestlers.
Oh, yeah.
I get what you mean because we always look at it and you're like, oh, those people did not care. I kind of like it because since I've been going back and watching my SummerSlam rewind, there's been a lot of moments like that where like a wrestler won a match or won a title and like there was no reaction. And I kind of love it because it's very telling of the time of who cared, who was over, who wasn't over. And so it might not mean I like to see that stuff. I'm sorry. I like to know which wrestlers are over and not over based on reaction. So I personally don't mind it.
And you got to see it though.
Yeah, I like to see it. I like to see it. Well, I mean, you can see it and hear it. I want to see both.
Because like, I'm kind of on the other side of like, I'm watching the wrestling show. I'm watching the show for the wrestlers. I don't give a fuck what the fans are like. I don't care that you're having a good time. I think some companies overuse it. It's like, dog, why are you showing me this guy doing this? Or I don't care, dude. Show me the damn wrestling match.
No, but I don't think he's talking about like just shots of the fan. Like fan reactions is cool. I like to see fan reactions too.
We're not talking about fan reactions.
No, we're talking about like, for example, I don't know, a wrestler wins, right? And then we zoom out and the crowd's just there like,
oh yeah. Yeah, that's kind of bad on all companies at this point.
Well, that's what I said though. Like, I feel like it's very telling. I like to see that because I like to know who's getting over and who's not.
Okay, that's fair.
That's honestly why I don't mind it. Because I'll be like, oh, see, no one cares. I was right. I fucking knew this. I knew this. All right, but fan reactions. I don't have a problem with fan reactions either because I think it's kind of funny. There's been some great ones.
Sometimes it's overdue, and sometimes they seem forced.
I don't know.
Because it's like, I know that they're going to show me if I do this same forced reaction. How many WWE reactions is this?
But
a gazillion.
I mean, how many more ways is there to react? Who the hell's reacting like this? Who's doing that? No one. Reg, how do you want people to react? Be honest, Reg. When you're watching a match, you didn't go and something piqued your interest. You're like, oh, that's how people react.
Fucking Beetlejuice like you did. I don't know.
Watch next time I go to every show. I'm gonna react like that.
That's gonna be your reaction. Oh, this match really excited. This match is enjoyable.
I'm getting dizzy. Oh man, I can't. Alexander Fitzgerald says we're gonna get Acclaimed versus Bucks at All In. Crying emoji. Probably. I don't know what the hell they're doing at All In.
We might not. There's an opportunity for some things if some pieces fall into place, but it's not looking too good. Denise, what do you think the Motor City Machine Guns are gonna do for me?
I have no effing idea.
You think they're gonna go to the WWE?
I have no effing idea. Nothing. Zero. No idea.
Like farewell. Like this weekend, I'm going to a wrestling show, and there's a show, and they're like, "This is Alex Shelley's farewell to the Indies."
But like that's the thing, though. Like we shouldn't be in a situation where we're hoping and praying that the Motor City Machine Guns come in. We should be in a situation where we have teams that the people care about that we want to see already.
Yeah, you're right.
John Taylor says, poor Reg got it tonight. Let's make more to even. Denise, do you make your husband wear a light jacket while you play the Y2J music? Break the walls down. Oh, man.
Now, knowing her husband, he might have one in his closet already. Honestly.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't like, I don't know. He doesn't wear like merch or anything. He only wears like regular black t-shirts and then just freaking like sports merchandise, and that's it. He
doesn't have any memorabilia? No, he doesn't have any memorabilia.
Not really.
Yeah, you're right.
No, I don't think he really does.
He's like, my wife's a nerd. That's enough.
Yeah, I'm embarrassing for the both of us.
That makes sense. I'm with it. I was just thinking of his TNA days when you're mad at him. Like,
I sent him a picture today of myself wearing my Okada t-shirt. Have you seen it? This one? I got it in my All Elite crate, and I sent him a picture of it, and he just wrote back Mark. And I'm like, thanks.
Big Mark.
Yeah. We got Jimmy Jimenez who says Acclaimed and B&G, whack. Darby and B&G, oh, hell yeah, I agree. I mean, everybody wants to see Darby Allin in all these types of matches.
Who else could have taken the Acclaim's place, Denise? That like represents AEW, you know? That's the hard part.
Tag teams or just anybody else?
Tag teams is where we're saying.
Tag teams, the only other option was FTR, but we already saw that with freaking Anarchy in the Arena.
Yeah.
And everybody else, I don't think there's another tag team that would have drawn up as much interest, unless I'm forgetting someone. I probably am. Oh, the only people, Lucha Brothers. We would care a whole lot if the Lucha Brothers were in it. They're the only other team I can see being a part of that I would have actually cared.
Yeah. They could have been slotted in there pretty easily, I think. Yeah, that makes sense. Lucha Bros are probably the best, honestly.
I feel like we haven't seen too much of the Lucha Bros. Yeah. The Lucha Bros are really the only ones.
Lucha Bros.
Yeah, we need to see more of the Lucha Brothers. I don't know what's going on, but we need to see more of them. Someone says Mox and Claudio. Yeah, that could have been a situation too. Mox and Claudio.
Possibly.
Yeah. I mean, Moxley's good in those types of matches. So, he would have had for him, that's Disneyland.
Yeah, maybe they're giving him a break after the IWGP Championship thing.
Possibly. Alrighty. Well, did we get everything on the show?
Yeah, my forehead.
Red, show us your forehead one more time before we go.
Absolutely not. You rewind.
Show us the goods. Show us the goods.
Red, show us your forehead before it's over. It's crazy, you guys. Show us the goods. Show
us the goods. Your forehead is famous now. Trademark it.
No, it's not.
Like Stacy Keibler had her legs. You got your forehead.
This is insane, you guys.
He's got forehead. He knows how to use it. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know the rest of the words all the time.
He's got forehead is crazy. I'm so dead.
Oh, man.
Oh my god.
Someone says Butcher and the Blade. Nah, not Butcher and the Blade. I like Butcher and the Blade, but not, I don't know. Whatever. It's the Acclaim guys. Let's just live with it. We're living with it. Someone says ZZ forehead.
Oh my god, you guys, leave me alone.
We got one final super chat here. This is from John Taylor, who says, in all seriousness, I set aside a budget each week just to be able to super chat with the Cali Connection. The best couple of hours every week for me is YouTube. Dude, that's fucking awesome.
That's so cool to hear. You don't understand, just putting if it was $1, it would mean a lot to us. But the fact that you even do anything is amazing. So thank you for that, John.
Yeah, seriously, you have no idea. I mean, I could go on a 20-minute freaking speech about this, but thank you so much, John. We got Alexander Fitzgerald who says, Al Snow, what does everybody want? Forehead. Wow, Rounded Leo says, what with the Acclaimed hate now? A lot of people don't like the Acclaimed.
I'm curious about that too. I think it has to do is some Max Caster hate on there.
Does he got some heat? Is that what it is?
Like real life.
Like real, like go away.
Some people don't like him for some reason. I don't know exactly what it is.
Okay, got it. Yeah, because I don't feel as strongly, but I'm just basing this off of what we're seeing on TV.
Right.
You know, I'm not looking at what people are posting online and stuff. But hey, I don't know, man. It just, I mean, daddy ass has kind of go away heat with me. I'll be real with you. I don't want to see Billy Gunn. After that match with Jay White, I was out, bro. I was out.
That was one of the worst.
I cantaloupe with my cantaloupe says, Mike Epps said Reg got a 5-head. We're gonna give Reg a complex. You're gonna have a complex now. We literally, you got a complex in 1 hour.
I can't believe this.
Every girl you talk to now, you're gonna be like, "Hey, so do you like my forehead?"
I'm never. No one's ever gonna see it again, so it doesn't matter.
Amazing. Oh, poor Reg, you got a complex. All right, guys, that's it for today. We appreciate everybody for coming through. Seriously, if you guys enjoyed it, please do not forget to subscribe. We're here each and every single Wednesday. Tuesdays, I'm live to chat NXT. Wednesdays, AEW. Friday, here with Robin to talk about SmackDown. And then pay-per-views and stuff, we're here as well. Lots of content going up. SummerSlam Rewind stuff going up. I'm going to be at San Diego Comic-Con, by the way. Very excited. Hosting a panel there. And I'm going to be trying to get some content there. So keep an eye out and I'll see what I get. So it's Headlocked and Mass Republic. And so they're going to be talking about like their comics. Dan Housen's going to be part of it. Shelton Benjamin's going to be part of it. And that's taking place on the Thursday at 5:30. So Thursday's like wrestling day. There's a panel in the morning with Ronda Rousey and Dave Bautista. There's another one with WWE and Mattel. Then there's the AEW panel, and then there's the Headlocked and Mass Republic panel that I'm a part of. And then there is, I don't know what else, but there's like a bunch of other like wrestling stuff going on. They're doing, who is it? I think it's Willow, maybe Orange Cassidy, and I forgot 2 other AEW wrestlers that I'm blanking on right now are going to be doing like,
oh, I saw that Adult Swim thing.
Yes, the Adult Swim thing. They're going to be having like a themed little match and stuff. That's going to be happening. I mean, this is my first time at San Diego Comic-Con, so I'm not really sure what to expect. But I got so lucky too, dude, because I basically got booked last minute because I messed up in my press application. So I had never applied to San Diego Comic-Con before, and I did it wrong. So I didn't know I only applied to get approved to see if I can apply. So I thought when I applied, I was applying for San Diego Comic-Con. No, I was applying to apply. And so I got approved to apply to San Diego Comic-Con, but I never actually applied because I thought I had already applied. So I was thinking to myself, oh, damn, I'm just not going to go to San Diego Comic-Con. I screwed myself. You know what? Lesson learned. You'll go next year. And then I got hit up by Mass Republic, and they said, like, hey, are you going to be there? And I said, nah, unfortunately not. I'm an idiot and I messed up, right? And they're telling me like, hey, we can get you in. Can you host our panel? And I was like, hell yeah, are you kidding me? I went from not having, from screwing up my press application to all of a sudden I'm hired and I'm working at the show.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but I got very lucky because this stuff, like, the fans are very hardcore when it comes to Comic-Con. And there was no more. I mean, people book out their hotels like a year in advance. Totally. There was nothing, Reg, and everything that was like an arm and a leg. I got so freaking lucky. I went on Airbnb. I selected certain dates. There was one place available, and it wasn't god awful. And I thought to myself, it's a sign, book it. And it was cheap too. I couldn't believe it. I thought, do these people not know Comic-Con is happening? They could have charged me up the butt, and they did not. Like, I got a nice deal. Sometimes
you just have that miracle. It's the right time. It's the right day. It's the right everything. You just landed at that.
Yeah. So I was very, very happy because
that's going to be dope.
Yeah. And I don't know what to expect. So we'll see. We got Crazy 101 who says forehead mania, Reg, new gimmick.
I need a bunch of shirts. That's a new one. That's there.
Mike T90K says, Denise, when we getting a Dynamite watch along? I see you do them for WWE. I only do them for Raw. And that's because people kept asking me. And since I don't do a Raw post show here, I thought, well, I'll do a Raw watch along. This isn't like a WWE versus AEW thing. This is I do a Raw post show on Fightful, and I need to put something up on Mondays on my channel.
Is it?
Yes, it is, Reg. Speed Punk says Reg's forehead isn't as big as Kurtwood Smith's. His forehead is so big you could project a movie off of it.
Shout out to That 70s Show.
Kurtwood Smith. Hold on. Kurtwood Smith.
The dad from That 70s Show.
Oh, Red. You should have just said Red. I know Red. Yeah, his forehead is big.
He does got the big forehead.
Yeah. Alex Ramirez says fight forehead forever. Reg, your forehead is famous. I cantaloupe with my cantaloupe says when Reg salutes, he imitates a rooster.
The red rooster.
Oh my God. You're getting buried out here. You're getting roasted. This was the roast of Reg's forehead.
Luckily, all the roasts come with money. So like keep roasting. Have at it, you guys.
Hey, would you be open to that? Like a Reg roast for an hour?
If it's attached to some super chats. I'm not just gonna roast me for free. What I look like?
Alrighty, everyone. That's it for today. Thank you guys so much. Reg, we got one up. John Taylor says the forehead.
Everybody's getting bits off.
The
forehead pillars of AEW.
The forehead pillars of AEW.
What is wrong with y'all?
Yo,
I'm never showing my head again.
Yo, that's messed up. I love it. John, thank you so much. Reg, what do you got going on besides that forehead?
I'm dead. Leave me alone. Saturday is Grapsody. Oh yeah, at 9 p.m. today in about 40 some minutes. Who We Are. Everybody go and listen to that. Who We Are, number 2. Again, I'm on the Prince 9 track. Really, really dope stuff. Please go show love. I appreciate y'all.
$1 sends in a very generous super chat to close us off, saying great and funny show tonight. Show us the forehead one more time, Reg. Come on, do it for $1. He sent in a generous super chat.
All right, for the
John Taylor says Reg's forehead is a draw. Bro, you're a draw. Your forehead's a draw.
Don't nobody draw my forehead. How about that?
Alrighty, guys. We are done. Thank you guys so much. And we'll catch. Oh, we got one more. It's about your freaking forehead.
Just keep going. People are like, no, let me get one more super chat in to bury this.
They're coming in, bro.
There's more that are coming in. Can we...
I cantaloupe with my cantaloupe says the Righteous Reg roast entry fee is $4. Yo, I kept trying to end the show.
This is crazy.
D. Lara says Denise got custody of Reg to bury his forehead. Bro, I can't bury that thing, not even 6 feet under. You'd be fucking popping out. Oh, how sad.
Oh my God, you guys.
Jason Edwards says he's already dead, guys. Oh man, I can't. All right, guys. That's it. I think we're good. Thank you, everybody. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you so much. I'm scared that they're going to come in as I click bye. Okay, now we're leaving. Bye.